world is split in two, but the soul is only one. When you look at the wave, you forget the sea. When you look at the sea, you forget the wave. And humans are the same. We have divided the world into two parts, the material world and the spiritual world, this side and the other side, reality and the sacred, then spent our whole lives arguing which side is more important. But Osho says, existence is one, the division is in your eyes. There are no two worlds. There is only one invisible flow manifesting in billions of different forms. Just like the wave thinks it is separate from the ocean, but in truth, it has never left. We speak of heaven, the other realm, nirvana, enlightenment, as if they are places outside this life. And so, religion becomes an escape from reality. Osho says, the beyond is hidden in the within. There is no need to search for God in the sky. He is right in every breath, in every drop of water, in every glance, in every heartbeat. The material world is not worldly. It is the sacred incarnated into form. In 2025, the tech world calls the new dream metaverse, the digital other world. A place where you can live forever, buy land, create avatars, build temples, found nations, without a real body. It sounds like paradise. But Osho, if he were alive, would surely smile and say, even in your escape, you remain the same. No matter how you build a virtual universe, you still carry the same old mind, full of fear, full of division. You only change the scenery, but not the perception. We are recreating the other world with technology, yet still living like waves that don't know they are the sea. Humans fear the body because they believe the body is sinful, only the soul is noble. And so they kill the most alive part of themselves to pursue what they call the pure realm. Osho says matter and spirit are not two, they are two ends of the same energy. The body is the expression of the soul, not its opposite. If you hate the body, you are hating the very home where the soul dwells. And when we split body and mind, we split ourselves in two, we lose wholeness. Today science declares there is no soul, only matter, data, energy. Religion replies there is no material world, only God. And humanity, standing between these two poles, is torn in half. But Osho says science is the exploration of the outer, religion is the exploration of the inner, and truth includes both. Science is humanity's right hand, it touches the world. Spirituality is the left hand, it touches the self. If you use only one side, you will forever be off-center. The mind is a division machine. It always asks which is right, which is wrong, this world or the other, body or mind, life or path. But Osho says, the moment you divide, you destroy. Reality cannot be halved. It is one song without pauses, one endless spiral of energy, where this side and the other side are just two faces of the same breath. Osho told, a wave asked the sea, how can I find you? The sea smiled, I have never left you. Only because you see yourself as a wave, you forget who I am. That is humanity's story. We search for God in temples, planets, next lives, forgetting that He is present in every tear, every smile, every breath. Enlightenment is not going somewhere, but seeing this world with new eyes, not climbing to heaven, but falling deeply into the present moment. Osho says, you need not go to the other shore, the river itself is divine. When you truly live in every breath, every joy, every pain, this side and the other side merge. There is no longer religion or life, only total presence. If I ask you, who are you? You will point to the body and say, I am this person. But if I ask, are you this body? You will hesitate. And in that hesitation, you touch the boundary between ignorance and enlightenment. Osho says, the body is the visible aspect of the soul, and the soul is the invisible aspect of the body. The body is not opposed to the soul. It is the gateway, the place where the soul takes form. When you breathe, the soul is moving through every cell. When you are silent, the soul is smiling within your body. For thousands of years, humans believed the body was an obstacle, a barrier to cross to reach God. But Osho says this is humanity's greatest misunderstanding. Never fight with your body. Love it, respect it, because it is through the body that you reach to the beyond. Ascetics who torture themselves, starve, deny desire, think they are ascending, but Osho calls them spiritual masochists, those who torture the soul by rejecting the body. Conversely, those who worship only matter, drown in pleasure, are not truly living either. They are just consuming life like an addiction. The body is neither enemy nor idol. It is the bridge connecting the visible and the invisible. We boast about the age of artificial intelligence, about talking to machines, but we no longer hear the whisper of our own body. The world of 2025 is full of paradoxes. AI can compose music, write poetry, teach, but humans cannot sit still for 5 minutes without checking their phone. Gyms are packed, but depression and existential crises are at record highs. A new generation, digital zombies, is alive, but no longer feels alive. Osho warns, when you forget your body, you forget existence. And it's true. When we live too much in the head, we lose real existence. Technology connects everyone, but cuts us off from our own body. We touch screens, but no longer know real touch. Osho says your body is your temple. Keep it clean, keep it alive, keep it dancing. The body is the temple where God dwells in the form of life. If you cannot see the sacred in your own body, you will never see it anywhere else. Don't flee the body to find enlightenment. Dive deep into it. Sit still. Close your eyes. Feel the breath going in, going out. Feel the heartbeat. Feel the blood flowing. No belief, no philosophy, just presence. In that moment, you no longer need to search for the soul because you are living in it. Osho once said, "The path to the divine passes through the human. The road to God goes through the human." We can fly to Mars, but cannot sit still on Earth. We can talk to AI, but cannot listen to our own heart. Osho reminds, you have invented the airplane, but you have forgotten to walk inside yourself. What humanity needs is not more knowledge, but more awareness. Awareness of your body, because when you truly feel your body, you will see every creature, every person, every breath is an extension of the same soul. The body does not separate the soul. It is the bridge, the first song of existence. Love your body, care for it, listen to it, feel it, and then you will realize the soul was never elsewhere. It has always been here in this very breath. Don't escape the body, enter it deeply. Only then you will find that the beyond is hidden within. Osho. Humans always ask, is there a world beyond? A realm after death where the soul flies away, where God reigns, where there is no more suffering? But Osho smiles. He says the beyond is hidden in the within. The other world is in this very one. The world beyond is not somewhere far away. It is hidden in this very moment, in the breath you are inhaling, in the glance, in the laughter, in even the sadness you are trying to hide. Ever since humans learned to fear death, we began imagining another place, heaven, nirvana, the eternal realm. And to get there, we are taught to renounce this world, renounce desire, renounce the body, renounce earthly happiness. Osho says, you have been told that this world is wrong and that the other world is right. But there are not two worlds, only one existence, seen through two eyes. Humans split reality in two. This side to live, the other side to die. But in truth, life and death are just two beats of the same breath. Look at the world today. Technology is promising to transcend human limits. Artificial intelligence is simulating emotions. Humans dream of uploading consciousness to the cloud to live forever. Elon Musk talks about digital immortal brains. And every day, millions glue their eyes to screens, living in virtual worlds, forgetting the real body, forgetting the real breath. But Osho would ask, you want to reach the stars, but have you even entered your own heart? We search for the world beyond through technology, through knowledge, but forget that beyond is not outside, but deep inside. Osho does not teach you to escape the world. He teaches you to look at the world with awakened eyes. When you eat, eat with awareness, that is meditation. When you love, love totally, that is prayer. The spiritual world is not on the Himalayas. It is in the rice you chew, in the touch of your beloved's hand, in the moment you watch the sunset and think nothing. But we have lost that ability because we no longer live in the present, but in prediction, in fear, in calculation. A recent study shows modern people touch their phone more than 2,600 times a day. We seek life through screens, while real life is being abandoned right in this body. Heaven and hell are not places, they are states of consciousness, Osho. This sentence changes everything about how we see life. Heaven is not after death, it is in how we live now. If your mind is awake, if your heart knows love, you are in heaven, even in the midst of the world. If you live in fear and envy, you are in hell, even if sitting on a throne. Osho says, the other world is not after death, it is after awakening. When you become aware of every breath, you are touching the world beyond, right in this world. No need to die to find God, just awaken. Today, scientists talk about parallel universes, multidimensional existence. Osho would smile and say, yes, there are infinite worlds and they are all within you. Each person is a small universe. The world inside you and the world outside mirror each other. If inside you is chaos, the world you see is chaos. If inside you is silence, the world around you becomes sacred. The modern world lacks no knowledge. It only lacks silence. 1 minute of deep silence is worth more than 1,000 prayers. Try meditating with Osho. Sit down, do nothing. Spring comes and the grass grows by itself. Sit down, listen to your own breath. No effort, no forcing. The moment you stop searching, the world beyond will open right before your eyes. The material world and the spiritual world do not contradict. One side is the body, one side is the soul. One side is action, one side is awareness. When the two merge into one, you become whole. Live totally. Live so deeply that this very life becomes divine, Osho. When you live fully, eat fully, love fully, feel fully, there is no longer any boundary between this side and the other side, because God is not after death. He is in every living moment. If you look around, every war, every hatred, every human tragedy, all begin from one thing, division. Osho says, the moment you divide life into this and that, heaven and hell, you have already fallen into insanity. The moment you split life into this and that, heaven and hell, you have stepped into madness. Humans cannot bear unity. We fear one. We prefer to divide between body and soul, good and evil, God and devil, me and others. And when the mind starts dividing, the heart starts closing. From there, humans begin living in inner conflict. One half wants to love, the other half fears love. One half craves life, the other half fears life. Osho says, you have been taught to live in conflict between body and soul, between man and woman, between God and the world. But life is one flow. This world has no boundaries. Our minds have drawn them. Osho warns, the man who denies his body will deny the earth, will deny love, will deny God himself. When humans separate the soul from the body, they not only lose themselves, they lose their connection to existence. And when separated from existence, we begin destroying it. Look at the world today. We cut down forests, burn oceans, poison the air, then call it development. We build nuclear weapons to keep peace. We kill each other in the name of religion, condemn each other in the name of morality, burn those who differ in the name of light. Osho calls this collective madness, a global neurosis. Humanity is living in a global neurosis because every man is divided within himself. In 2025, humanity faces a series of new wars of division. AI wars between nations fighting for data control, where machines are seen as weapons of the future. Energy wars, where one nation is ready to devastate the environment to maintain superpower status. Ideological wars, where social media turns people into tribes of belief, each side convinced they are right, the other is the enemy. Osho spoke like a prophet. Ideologies divide, love unites. Beware of any idea that makes you separate from the whole. Humans can conquer Mars, but still cannot accept each other's differences. We carry great intellect, but small hearts. Osho says, the outer world is only a reflection of your inner world. If there is war inside you, war outside is just the mirror. A person who separates body from soul will never love himself, and when he cannot love himself, he begins judging and controlling others. Thus, religion becomes law. Science becomes a tool of destruction. And love becomes fear. Today you may live in a modern city, with phones, with AI, but inside your mind you are still on a battlefield. You cannot create peace outside if you are divided inside. Osho. Osho does not teach choosing which side is right. He teaches transcending division. Truth is not a choice between opposites. It is the transcendence of all opposites. Harmony begins when you look inside and see that body and soul are not separate. What you call matter is the soul manifesting. The outer world and the inner world are not two. Love and hate are not opposites, just 2 degrees of the same energy. Osho says, when you accept yourself totally, you become whole, and the whole man cannot be violent. When you reconcile with yourself, you stop fighting life. When you love your body, you love the earth, because it is your extension. And when humanity realizes this, war, hatred, and collective madness will vanish, not by fighting, but by awakening. Osho says, the world will change the day man is no longer divided. Peace is not an agreement, it is an awakening. Peace does not come from treaties, but from when each person inside has no more war. Look within you. Don't choose sides. Don't fight the body to find the soul, and don't forget the soul while indulging the body. Because as Osho says, existence is one, indivisible, infinite. To see this oneness is enlightenment. We have gone too far, so far that we no longer know where we are going. Modern man lives as if he is trying to escape from himself, escaping from nature, from fear, from loneliness, from the soul itself. Osho said, you have gone far away from yourself, and all your miseries come from this distance. The world has gone too far toward intellect, technology, and control, and forgotten that returning is not regression, it is awakening. Modern man knows how to live, but not how to be present. He knows how to make money, but not how to enjoy. He speaks of love, but does not know how to love. Osho said, you live only partially, a fragment here, a fragment there. That's why you feel incomplete. We live divided, the body here, the mind elsewhere. One hand scrolling, one hand texting, half of us thinking of work, half worrying about the future. No part of us is really here. And that is why, even when we have everything, we feel empty. Osho said, don't escape life, enter it deeply, live it totally, and you will find God everywhere. For Osho, enlightenment is not leaving this world to find the next. It is seeing the divine in this very world, not in a temple, but in the laughter of a child, not in scriptures, but in the way you breathe, love, and cook a meal. This is what Osho called living in totality, not denying anything, not rejecting any part of existence. Even desire, fear, and pain, if seen with awareness, become sacred expressions of life itself. Look at our age. A billionaire in the US spends billions on a digital immortality project, believing he can upload his consciousness to escape death. Meanwhile, millions still die of hunger, war, and isolation. We build robots that say, "I love you," while real people are afraid to touch, to feel, to be vulnerable. Osho warned, the more you try to control life, the more life slips away. We try to control everything, and in doing so, we lose ourselves. We preserve the body, but our souls are starving. We talk about connection, yet live behind digital walls. And then we wonder, why am I lonely when I am connected to the whole world? Osho taught, don't choose. Live both, and live both totally. Don't choose sides. Don't choose between the material and the spiritual, between joy and sorrow. Live everything, but live it consciously. When you cry, cry fully so your tears wash your heart clean. When you laugh, laugh totally so your joy reaches your soul. When you love, hold nothing back. And when you suffer, don't run away. Osho said, the man who can cry totally can laugh totally. The man who can love totally can meditate totally. To live in totality is to live every polarity, because only when the pendulum swings completely does it finally rest in the center. And that center is freedom. Today, the world needs people who know how to live wholly, those who carry both the intelligence of science and the stillness of meditation, those who can use AI but not be used by it, those who can create technology yet never lose the heart. Osho said, science without meditation is dangerous, and meditation without science is useless. The material world must be infused with the light of awareness, and the spiritual world must be rooted in the soil of reality. When you live in the body with the awareness of the soul, when you work and still feel each breath as a miracle, then the two worlds become one. And in that very moment, every ordinary act becomes sacred.